Hi everyone, today we are going to take a look at 7 new features, systems and updates that have been introduced with the War Within pre-patch, which is active from the 23rd of July 2024 to the 26th of August, when the expansion launches globally. The first big update with the War Within pre-patch are Warbands. The Warband feature allows for account-wide progression across all your characters, regardless of faction or realm. This means that renown, achievements, collections, certain currencies, and even some gear pieces are all shared across your account. Currently, the shared renown only applies to the War Within factions, but as time goes by, we will slowly see more reputations becoming warbound. Warbands also offer quality of life updates, such as the ability for any character to add any gear or weapon appearance to your account-wide collections journal. Legacy raid tokens are also now warbound, and therefore transferable across your account. The main restriction here is that class-specific items still need to be learned by their corresponding class. Other interesting features within the Warband is access to a Warband bank, which allows all your characters to access any Warbound items deposited across your account. The Warband bank can be accessed through any regular bank NPC, and you can even unlock a mobile Warband bank after completing a short questline in Tanaris, which starts with the quest Warbands Warbanding Together, and you should pick this quest up automatically as soon as you log into the pre-patch for the first time. There is even a Deposit All Warbound Items button, which will automatically move all Warbound items into the bank from your inventory. This includes the new gear type called Warbound Until Equipped, allowing alts to access gear if it's not needed on another character. Just note that once it's been equipped, it becomes soulbound. As of the time of this video, the Warband bank was unavailable to show, but you can purchase your first bank tab for 1000 gold, with each tab increasing quite substantially in price until the 5th and final tab, which costs 2,500,000 gold. In total, you'll need 3,126,000 gold to unlock all Warband bank tabs. And finally, the Warband system also includes an experience bonus for alts, which scales up for every level 80 character on your account, making alt leveling quicker and quicker the more alts you get to max level. The bonus applies from having one level 80, which offers a 5% experience bonus, increasing in intervals of 5 up to 5 level 80 characters, when alts will have a 25% XP bonus. The next big change with the War Within pre-patch is the extension of the Dragon Riding feature, now known as Skyriding. Skyriding includes the same toolkit as we saw in Dragon Riding in the previous expansion, but it is now available on a whole host of mounts regardless of the expansion from which they came. Players can now toggle Skyriding on and off in their mount journal, and any mounts that don't support Skyriding will remain grounded in a Skyriding zone if the ability is enabled. There have also been changes to the level requirements for Skyriding and regular mount speed unlocks, starting with the Skyriding itself, which unlocks at level 10 as opposed to level 60. The ability to switch between Skyriding and regular flying unlocks at level 20. As for regular ground and flying mounts, Journeyman Riding, originally the 100% ground mount speed, is now available at level 10 instead of 20, with the Apprentice Riding, or 60% ground mount speed, being removed altogether. Expert Riding, otherwise known as 150% flying speed, is now learned at level 20 instead of 30, with the speed increased to 220%. Lastly, Master Riding, or 310% flying speed, is available from level 30 and has had its speed increased to 420%. The Skyriding talent tree can now be found in your mount journal next to the ability to switch flying styles, and the tree itself has been stripped back to a more streamlined version, with the Dragonflight specific talents being removed, and allowing players to toggle the Ride Along feature from anywhere rather than having to speak to a Dragon Riding NPC. Another fun change in the pre-patch are the nerfs to experience requirements, making leveling substantially faster. Blizzard have significantly reduced the amount of experience needed to gain levels between level 10 and 70, with the biggest changes seen from level 50 onwards, and the average changes for leveling between 61 and 70 being as high as 75%. In total, you'll be saving roughly 53% of experience if you level now, compared to the amount of experience you would have needed during Dragonflight. The experience nerfs are also applied to Mists of Pandaria Remix, meaning you have even faster leveling when you add the experience bonus from the legendary cloak. So if you missed out on Mop Remix, or if you wanted to level alts, now would be a great time to do so. Moving on, the Awakened Raid feature is still active until the launch of the War Within expansion, and what's more, from the launch of the pre-patch until the launch of the expansion, all 3 Dragonflight raids will be permanently awakened, meaning players still have time to complete any Awakened Raid achievements to unlock the Voyaging Wilderling mount, a title, or teleports to Dragonflight raids. The War Within pre-patch also brings with it some updates and quality of life changes to characters and guilds. Starting off with cross-realm guilds. Previously, we saw the introduction of cross-faction guilds, but from now on, players from any realm can join the same guild, with the only limitation being the lack of a cross-realm guild bank, which is expected to be implemented into the game in the next content update, patch 11.0.2. Next, there are a couple of changes to characters and leveling. Firstly, Dragonflight content is now the default leveling experience for players from level 10 to 70, and this will automatically be the case for brand new characters after completing Exile's Reach. As for veteran players, they can still change their desired leveling expansion through Chromie Time. The human racial diplomacy, which passively increased human characters' reputation gains, has been removed and replaced with No Place Like Home, which reduces the cooldown of the Hearthstone and grants it an additional charge. Lastly, I wanted to highlight some of the seemingly smaller quality of life updates that have come with the pre-patch. Firstly, players can now access up to 40 different talent loadouts on a single character, which is a big increase from the original 10 loadouts we had in Dragonflight. And from now on, all Fear, Silence, Sleep, Stun, and Interrupt visuals have been updated, and any speed slowing effects beyond 50% now also display a universal slow visual on the target. So there we have it. Those are just a handful of the new features, systems, and changes live with the War Within pre-patch. As always, if you have any questions you'd like to ask, please leave a comment down below. For now though, I wish you a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye!